This could involve a Taurus. Um, I don't know why they're so heavy in your reading right now, Cancer. But anyway, let's get right into your reading. I love you guys. I'm sending you so much joy. There's something about your energy that needs encouragement to push you forward. You need a little bit of a push. If you need a motivator, I feel like you got to find like a really decent, hard, harsh coach. He could be masculine. You need somebody to push you forward, something that needs to be done. Something that has to be done. Something is over your spirit that needs to be motivated. And it's okay. Find it. Okay, sometimes we need help. You know, that's just the beauty of life. Sometimes we can't do it on our own. We need that help, that assistance to guide us, to forward us, move on, guide us to just keep you feeling you need to move, run, jog, something, move. I don't know, I keep hearing it. Yeah, you gotta move faster. You gotta move faster. You're not understanding the game yet, honey. There's a level of game that you aren't aware of just yet. I think that you still, and that makes perfect Cancer sense, that you still are in this awareness of what you have lost, especially in family. If you have definitely lost a family member or something that just always feels like it holds you back from, you're still grieving from a death for sure. I definitely see that. And I like that fact that some of you guys could have gotten a new position, a new job. You're looking at new opportunities for stability, but something's also not panning out. Sometimes your grief actually will, this is hard to say because it is what it is. It's no good or bad, but sometimes when we're grieving, we don't know how long one must need, right, to continue to move on in their journey. You just need a little bit more time than the rest of people, and that's just quite okay, right? Um, I don't want you to miss out on some really great synergetic situations that are in alignment with you. I don't think that you're ready for them yet, just because you have a little bit more time to kind of, I'm hearing to grieve from things that you feel like were bad decisions also. I think that this is a good time for you to really take a deeper look at your fears, the deepest fears that you ever had, the things that you really want to say and don't know how to say. Some of these are insecurities, things that we feel like we're not really seeing the true picture of who you are, right? Um, I don't think that this is a good time to compare yourself to anybody. You know, this is a really good time to really just kind of look at yourself, be a lot more selfish with your time and energy as well. This is a really good time to say to yourself, hey, if it's not pouring into me, I am not pouring into it. Okay? This is a really, really good time to just not pass terrible judgment on others. If you do not know, you do not know. People go through so many layered things in their life. We have no idea of how layered one's life is. Same as vice versa. If you find yourself in predicaments where people just have terrible judgment over you, they're so loud and wrong. You know, I do feel like sometimes instead of just wanting to fight them or whack them, as they say, I feel like this is a good time for you to kind of do this reprieve, take your power back, retreat, kind of go into this another space. Some things are just really unsatisfying you at this particular time, but I do see that you're working through some moments regarding the lessons of detachment. How do we actually learn how to detach? How do we deal with the energies of feeling like we just been left out in the cold or we just feel so alone on our journey? I don't think that you have gotten to a certain spiritual place yet in your life where you know that you're never alone, where you do feel the spirit of your loved one even though they have transitioned, knowing the lessons of the greatest lesson sometimes in love is actually letting go. Some of those lessons are so imperative for our growth, so we don't even block any of our blessings. You have a spiritual lesson here that I don't think that you've learned yet. You're still kind of going through the understanding of what it even means. You need more insight, intelligence, experience. And life will be your experience, teacher. That's a fact. So, I definitely feel like the death card here is saying they want you, and if you have a Scorpio in your chart or have anybody around you that is a Scorpio, I highly encourage you to spend more time with them. Um, yeah, I just feel like there's a support system here that can teach you about the power of death and the spiritual aspects of things here. If you feel like you find yourself agreeing to some things you feel like are very taboo, that's because you're on the right journey. Some of these things are not going to be accepted by society. I see you learning a lot about occult knowledge. I see you thinking about a lot about mediumship, trying to hear your your loved ones who have passed on, but you can't hear them. Some of you guys actually went to one and can't hear them. It's because you're not ready for that kind of work yet. It's not that it's fake. It's because the idea in your head penetrating that is fake is the reason why you can't hear it. Okay, so that's just only for some of you guys, not all of you. So let's get some advice here for Cancer. Wow, great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. As we just talked about, you have a lot of spiritual experiences that you are learning on your journey at this time. And it's going to help you get even closer to the divine and your loved ones. And also have a lot more respect for yourself. Therefore, you can be able to respect others even better in a beautiful, healthy way here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I love you guys. I send you love. Take care.